I finally beat the first one now, and I don't know, but there's definitely no way I'm gonna get it done before I go on vacation. On Friday, we will be bringing my dog into the kennels, and then on I can't remember how long I'll be gone for. How long am I usually gone for, Zach?
Well, last time I think 2 to 3 weeks.
So maybe like 2 to 3 weeks, probably. So I won't be recording then. I know some people do, but me, I don't have like the proper, um, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Zach, help me out here.
Connection.
No, not that.
Wi-Fi.
Proper
Schedule.
tools. It's not an actual word, but it will work. I don't have the proper, let's say, equipment. That's what I'm looking for. Proper equipment to do stuff like that. So, and see, I won't be recording. Uh, but yeah, reason now you guys might be wondering, well, why was I not, doing this, you know, just continuing on this Let's Play, and just playing Kingdom Hearts? Well, the reason why is because after I'm done with this, what I want to do is like do the three Kingdom Hearts, free ones, you know, like not any of the side ones, but like the main, like 1, 2, and 3 after this. So that's why, and I'm one of those people who like to beat a game first before I do it on my channel. So that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to beat them first so I know what to do, right? So I'm not like looking around for a half hour going like, and wasting your guys' time. Yeah.
Jesse? The more the merrier. Look, Joel. It's your favorite.
Oh! Did I die? My goodness. My goodness gracious.
Dina?
Oh.
Jesse? Who are those two?
Okay, I think there's a cutscene here. So. Yeah, cutscene.
She had a rough night. Barely could get her to keep water down.
You should have woken me up.
Is she pregnant?
Yeah?
I get why you came out here. But we gotta take her back. She needs real care and she's not gonna get that.
Yeah, I know. I know. I can't just leave Tommy. He's out here because of me. Maybe you could take her back.
She's not gonna leave without you. True. get going.
Alright.
This
How
aquarium
much?
the girl told you about. Tommy hasn't found Abby yet. We'll post up there until he does.
You good with leaving Dina by herself?
Your orders.
Okay. Let's go tell her we're leaving then.
I'll just meet you up front.
Yeah. Hey, babe. I need you to lock the door for us. Okay.
Let's do it. Your map showed the aquarium along the shore. Should be down there.
We can talk now.
Yeah. Ugh.
Alright.
Does anyone stay dry in this?
But yeah, if you guys haven't figured it out by now, yeah, Golden King Men's here. Yep, just like always.
Yep.
Come on, help me up.
But you guys probably knew that
That's my
already.
name. Don't worry.
Right? But you guys probably knew that already. That's right, don't wear
Oh,
that,
they
boys. Boys and girls,
Okay.
ladies and gents.
Ladies and gents and men. Men now gents and gents now men.
Thanks.
Males or females, whatever you want to be considered as.
What
Heck,
did
you
show
could be even considered a
We're
dog.
hoping to find Tommy at the aquarium.
I don't care I don't care what species you are. Hey, I don't care. You could be a dog. You could be a cat. You could be a murderer for all I care. Okay, well, you know.
This aquarium a wolf face?
I don't think so.
You can even be an ant. I wouldn't care.
You get her to tell you why they did it?
Yeah.
But I would care if you were a spider, though. So you better not be a spider,
Falling out with some
because I would probably,
fireflies.
you know,
Former
I'd
fireflies.
kill you, probably. So
What kind of falling out?
just hopefully you guys and any of you guys are not. Hopefully none of you guys are spiders.
And make this equate about some goods. Fight broke out, some of them died.
And yeah, I know you. Yeah, haha, guys. I know you guys might be laughing about that. Well, I am arachnophobic. Don't question it. I know I'm a 22-year-old man who's scared to death of a spider.
Shit.
Don't question it.
Locked.
Alright, now I'm trying to. Where do I go from here on? I don't remember that. Well, I think this way. I think it is. Right? Yes? No? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, probably in here, Yeah?
You see it? We'll pull this whole harness out through the firewall, which is not necessarily necessary for removing an engine. That's just a thing we're doing. Yeah.
More windows to break, boys and girls. You know me, this entire Let's Play, I've been trying to break every window I could possibly could.
Harness.
King! Yeah.
Move, Jesse.
So, everything under the car.
Okay. Not happening.
Told you.
Just checking.
You ever worried they're gonna come back to Jackson after us?
What do you mean?
I mean, we're going through a lot of their people. In their city.
Because of what they did.
Didn't Abby and her friends
Hey, they came to our city and messed with us, so now we're gonna do the same. Go into their city and mess with them. Right? That's fair, right, Zach?
These people are
That's
trying to
fair,
kill
right?
everyone around them.
Sounds
fair, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Sight,
the
didn't
whole load one way or the other. So that means
That's fair.
we need to get this thing attached to the engine
How long
at
has
2
Dina been
points
this sick?
at least, and I'm gonna go with the front and the rear so that when
I think it's
Scotty
fair.
wish she fucked up a bunch of wolves. You've been impressed.
I bet. Don't cross that girl.
Ooh, another card. We got this time. Tormentera? Tormentera? I don't know how to fucking pronounce that. But we got another card, boys. And I don't think I've collected this one in my last playthrough. Mainly because I was just, trying to get through it as quickly as I possibly could. Okay, what do I, oh, clip, yeah, we should put some clip capacity into this thing, yeah. Let's do that. Let's put some clip capacity into our rifle here. Let's put some stability onto our shotgun. Or should I say shotgun? Oh wait, it looked like I could do something else. Can I? Or was I just seeing things? No, I was just seeing things. Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Give me a hand.
Nah, I'm busy, Jesse. Ooh, Zach, should I make a trap mine or a smoke bomb? Zach.
most of those
Smoke.
questions and
Smoke?
everything
Okay.
have been taken care of with through Cent or just a Google or whatever. I mean,
Okay.
Through here. I just gotta ask. Why didn't she tell me about the pregnancy?
Listen, I'm sure she'll tell you about it when she... Last time...
Like there's a choice. Think of what will happen if we succeed.
I heard something. I got it.
Come on, start a sweep. Someone's out there.
Right here! Oh, shit! Right over here!
Oh, come on.
God damn it!
I'll find you.
That'll do it. These wolves, man. So trigger happy.
We're at war with this fucked up cult.
Heard them talking about it. Seraphons or something. Seraphites.
Scars is all I've heard them called. You run into any?
No.
You're lucky.
More windows to break. Bap, 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 bap. You know, somebody should like do like a counter, Zach, of like all the time, like of all the windows I've broken. Zach. Jesse, can you please move? Thank you. You know what I mean, Zach? Which one has more? One has more, but but like all the glass, I should say, technically. It's not all open windows. Yeah, I know, but I want to explore, okay?
Now what?
Maybe we can head down there?
Yeah. Okay. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And of course my fucking name is slow. Alright, I'm back. Let's continue.
What's up with all these posters?
It's a bunch of comics. Wait, what was happening here?
A gathering for people who are really into this stuff. Like me, basically.
You were born in the wrong time, man. I'm out of ideas.
We could try that. What were you saying? Before? About Dean. You said she'll tell me when...
Once things are wrapped up here.
I guess at some point it'll get pretty hard to hide it. You know if she's gonna keep it?
I don't.
Again, I'm surprised my like companions here don't like question me just smashing all these windows.
Steal this. Yeah, give me.
Is that what do you think? Like, you think somebody should like by the end of all this, like somebody should like put like a count of like just how much glass I broke? That would be cool.
Whether you like it or not, someone's gonna do that.
I mean, I wouldn't really care. I think that would be hilarious. Just like somebody actually made a video of like to count how many times Chugga Conway said no in all of the Earthbound games, or the Mother games I should say, which includes Earthbound.
Or they're gonna have like a playlist of out of context. So they're gonna have like random freaking shit that you say in like videos, and then they're just gonna make it out of context.
Mm-hmm.
Probably add it. They'll probably add a couple of things too, just so it's majorly out of context. That's where Ariana Grande didn't come out. Oh, I probably shouldn't mention her because she likes to go on like a. You can't see my email. I'll copyright. It's like, okay, fine.
Like, you don't.
Adriana Bronte. Adriana Bronte. Just like someone's gonna have like a playlist of me and out of context. Are you really watching Markiplier play Honey Pop? Don't ask me how I know that game.
The censor. Red is coming in. I'll just say, yeah, that's good.
Honey, what?
Honey Pop.
I don't even know what that is.
Pretty glad you know.
This is the censored version, right? Good.
Okay, so those windows are unbreakable. That's nice.
Throughout, what did you say?
Fine, I'll find more different windows then I can break. Like these ones!
Oh.
How's it going? Invent new sport. No one else wants to play it. You're world champion. That is so good. I love that. What do you invent? Curling? Cricket? Cricket, mate. Football? Dogs? Rugby? Golf? Golf? Alright. I guess I could have guessed that. You're browsing the internet.
What the fuck?
Okay, that window for some reason is unbreakable. Don't understand why.
Floor gang! Floorball! Floorball! You want to play some floorball? Oh, in the Bundy! Oh my god, that's so fun! Floorball? You call it floorball? You... Nice. Yeah, I thought about this. It's messed up as well. Mate, what did you do? Imagine the first guy being like, guys, you gotta check this out. That cow's nipple. Suck them. Trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. I'll see, bro. You're bones. Oh, there, that's ginormous BB credit right there. Hell yeah. Mr. Adam Galaxy. Galaxy Penis status right there. We're getting married. Oh, getting married today. I want to thank Felix and the Blow Army for all their good times. we'll see how our ride height is. Kind of took a guess in the dark, so find out. Toilet. Think like buying a new, better set of legs for your car. I don't think there's anything out there that can improve
Zach,
your car's
here's a question.
handling,
Do you think you could survive 2 days in the desert?
Today, I'm going to go over what coilovers actually are, and how they work, all the vocab
Probably.
associated with them, how to pick the right one,
Without
so you
water.
can install on the Nova and for a test drive. I'm Jack. This is Money Pit. Let's do it. So the job of the suspension on the car is to
For 2 days.
Think about the problem is that our manufacturers usually make cars too flexible, and cars end up being really squishy and soft. I think we're going to find on the side suspension, fixes that they're able to do it and just squash the outside suspension, allowing the inside suspension to stand up. This week we're going to replace that suspension with these coilovers. But before we do that, I need to understand what a coilover really is, how it works. Let's talk about it.
This is the good thing about having a companion with you.
Okay. Now that's it.
There are two major components here, a coil spring over a shock absorber. First, let's look at the spring. This is a coil spring, or a big old piece of steel.
Alright. To whatever sorry asshole finds me. I mean, whatever sorry asshole finds me. Can barely keep my hand steady, but everyone on base needs to know. I got ambushed on the way to leave at the monorail lookout. One of the scars, I'd swear he looks just like Gray. Fuck. I'm so lightheaded. Someone please put a bullet in the fucking snake's head for me. And tell Mish I'm sorry. I tried to hustle. Jensen.
So how are your shocks doing, huh? Well, it's called hydraulic resistance, baby, and it's pretty simple. In here, there are a couple of chambers. There's a hydraulic fluid chamber. There's a high-pressure gas chamber. They're separated by a floating piston. And then at the end of this rod is a piston which lives in that hydraulic fluid. So that piston is forced up and down with bumps in the road, which forces that hydraulic fluid that it lives in through tiny little holes or orifices in that piston. And that's what dampens oscillation, thanks to the resistance of the hydraulic fluid to flowing through those tiny holes. The bigger the bump, the harder the fluid is pushed, and the more hydraulic resistance heat you get. What about that gas chamber, huh? Why is that there? It doesn't
I got that guy to run away.
Many shock absorbers also contain high-pressure nitrogen gas to keep pressure on the hydraulic fluid. And that's important because of something called cavitation. It doesn't have anything to do with the dentist. Cavitation is when the hydraulic fluid begins to foam up due to repeated rapid shocks. And then once the fluid foams up or cavitates, the shock is rendered completely ineffective. Think of it this way. You have a can of soda, you shake it up, nothing happens because while it's still closed, it's under pressure, so it's not foaming up. It only foams up when you remove the pressure by opening. And that's basically what's going on inside a high-pressure gas shock. You're shaking the hell out of it, but thanks to that pressure, it stays unfoaming and super effective. Okay, so this
I would have come if you told me.
I think so. Alright, so now that we've got a basic understanding of what's going on in there, let's get back to talking about coilovers. Do a little vocab lesson. Threaded body, adjustable damping, pill ball, ride height, external reservoir, spring rate, pressure, rebound. What does any of that mean? Fear not. It's just car parts, baby. So let's break it down, talk about some of the different parts and features that you'll come across on the hunt for a set of coilovers for yourself. Pretty much all performance-oriented coilovers are going to have a threaded body, which means what it says. The body of the coilover threaded. So that allows you to adjust the height of the lower mounting bracket, which in turn adjusts the ride height of the car.
Oh,
so
another card. What we got?
Spring first, which separates ride height adjustment and spring
Yeah?
needs some speed. You see, on some coilovers, you adjust the ride height
What?
by adjusting the screen hertz, which, if you're lucky,
Not that I know of.
you'd end up with your screen hertz really low.
I said not that I know of.
So separating ride height and spring preload means that you can
got
put the spring and it helps
yeah.
keep the pistons
Oh,
trapped in a
Tanger,
steady spot inside the shot.
Tangana,
So it's really nice to have a set with separated ride height and spring purchase. Alright, so some coilovers offer adjustable damping. We already talked about damping earlier, so we already know what it is, right? Well, sort of. There are two types of damping. There's compression and there's rebound. Rebound damping is damping as the suspension extends back to its normal position. Compression damping is the exact opposite. It's damping as the suspension compresses or as you're hitting a bump. So these two types of damping are adjustable by changing the hydraulic resistance, by changing the size of the orifices that the hydraulic fluid is forced through on the piston inside there. So you can't see the holes in the piston because it's inside, but what you can see is how you adjust them. So usually,
Rio isn't how you are
so this has 12
said
clicks of adjustment.
the skin horse.
Usually on most coilovers, like this one, the
It's
rebound and
a
compression
thing
damping
that
tied
happens
together.
when
Higher end stuff, you get separate
a
adjustability.
child
So you
loves
can
you
do
for a
your
long,
rebound
long
and, compression damping as
time.
you see fit. Got it?
not just to play with, but really loves you, then you become real. Does it hurt? Asked the rabbit. Sometimes, said the skin horse, for he was always thoughtful. When you are real, you don't mind being hurt. What?
8 kilograms in
What?
6 kilograms.
Wait, what?
Oh, did you not hear that?
So that is pretty basic and pretty easy, but that's only if we're talking about when
Yeah, I did.
Like, what
Still
in the...
Still asking why.
change how much they can,
What?
depending on how much weight.
Like, okay.
These progressive springs. This means that the more a progressive spring compresses, the more it resists compressing further. The closer coils compress first, and then you get stiffer coils. Softer coils will absorb shocks and bumps, while the stiffer coils will use good handling characteristics.
Okay.
Sometimes they'll also be shaped like a cone, too, with a diameter also. Speaking of different types of coils, sometimes you'll see a second spring altogether on a coilover, like this. And that spring is not for doing anything while you're driving. That's just what's called a helper spring. They're just in there to hold the springs in the right place. Okay? So I think that's about it for spring for now. So let's talk about our mounts, our upper mounts, our top hats. It's basically the bridge between your suspension and your car. So here we've got a nice aluminum mount with rubber in here. So the rubber mounts will absorb a lot of
here.
vibration.
What?
Pretty quiet. Some will have what's called a pillow ball mount. They are a spherical bearing, which means they're metal on metal. Very crisp, very responsive.
Do I ever, Zach?
All coilovers will actually come with top.
No, I was talking
So in that
about
case,
Oh.
you can reuse
There's
top
this
ones if
guy
you
in
want to, if they're in good shape. On some coilovers, you'll get timber plates, or you can add them later. But basically, just top hats that give you some graduated pots, so you can slide your whole coilover in and out to adjust your camber. But on the Miata, they're kind of useless because we've got a double wishbone extension, which means that the angle of the coilover really doesn't make much. Some shock absorbers will have an external reservoir. Why, you may ask? The reservoir generally relocates that high-pressure gas chamber that we talked about earlier, which means now the entire shock body is full of fluid, which battles cavitation even
And now
better
it's
than
time to watch the two battle it out.
it also adds for a little longer travel range in the same shock body, and the added fluid that the reservoir also adds a little greater heat capacity to the whole system, so your shock can handle heat for a phase.
Oh,
Good tip. So now that we know what coilovers are, how they work,
I lowered him
which ones fit the
so much that he had to heal, but then he healed and he couldn't stop healing, and then he died.
Hmm.
Ooh, that is terrible.
Yo, check. Do not scratch or cross-surface or cause surface defects to the damper shaft. Contains pressurized gas and oil. Do not puncture. The more features a coilover has from the list of features we were just talking about, the more expensive they're going to be. Generally
Oh,
speaking,
good
if you're
dog
looking
now.
for really good handling, durability, longevity, customer support that you can actually call and get something done with, you should go with the coilover kind of in this mid-range category, in my opinion. Around $1,000 to
Ruby, I mean, like, in the game.
$1,600 for most platforms, and of course you can spend more. Knock yourself out. Honestly, nice suspension is, as far as car parts go, money pretty well spent. But if all you want to do is go lower, you can also go the avenue of lowering springs. These days, it can be a good option, especially for some of the fancy cars out there that have like electronic damping control and stuff like that. There is a time and a place for lowering springs, I think, but it's not this. So I know there's probably a few of you out there waiting for me to say it. So
Well, don't have to deal with the dog now.
There is some air suspension out there that handles pretty damn well. In my opinion, it's never going to be quite as good as a good coilover, and they're just always prone to leaks and issues. Okay, so all that said, these are what we picked, which the picking is probably the
No, it didn't.
There are just so many option paralysis.
I lit it on fire.
Typically, it's pretty easy. It's probably going to take you like 2 to 4 hours, depending. It's always nice to have a helping hand, have a buddy around. You shouldn't need too many tools, some wrenches, some sockets, the jack and jack stands. That's about it. Let's do this. Wash your hands. Alright, so the first thing you got to do when you're going to put new stuff in is take the old stuff out. So that's what we're going to do. It's really easy in theory. There's just two nuts at the top, one big bolt at the bottom. We also need to disconnect our sway bar end ring. This stuff is so long that I think it's going to be a little bit of a battle to get it out of the suspension. Stop! Out!
Well, we're about to see if I get to 209 and I don't get any battle stars. Then there's going to be challenges for Superman. But if there's not,
alright, well the front came out super easy, so I'm expecting more of the same on the rear. We got 2 nuts on the top inside the trunk here, so we had to remove a little ear stuff. And then this next sway bar, pop out the big bolt in the bottom of the stock suspension. Should come right out. Pretty easy. Now it's time to put in the new ones. First I want to talk about that height difference. I don't know what ride height ultimately we're going to want to sit at. So I'm going to match them all up, make them all this size, then install them, and then we'll adjust ride height to our taste. They're going a lot easier than they came out.
That was the last one.
Yeah.
So the torque spec for the lower bolt is 54 to 69 foot-pounds. So 69 it is, boys.
yeah, sure.
Alright, so when you're tightening any rubber bushings in your suspension, it's important to do that at ride height, or else they'll kind of always be bound up, because you tighten them when the suspension is loose, and then you twist them up as you go to ride height. So when you're tightening rubber stuff, tighten it at ride height. You can do that with just putting a jack under the suspension and cranking it up a little bit, which is what I'm doing here for the end links. Alright, so we're all done with the front. Now we move on to the rear.
Try to make sure it wasn't glass there, boys.
good thinking.
Yeah, very good thinking. Okay, those windows are unbreakable. Just hand her check to make sure.
I think Abby picked the aquarium on purpose because it's so damn hard to get to.
Maybe.
Oh no, the workbench, she said. What can we do? Nothing. You can't do anything. Okay. Note to self, don't jump from there.
I think Abby picked the aquarium on purpose because it's so damn hard to get to.
Maybe.
Yeah, but that's the thing, Abby wasn't the one who picked it.
What is this?
That would be Owen.
How the hell are we crossing this?
We could use that road. It's pretty fucking far.
Or we use that?
Yeah. That's better.
Come on. This way.
Let's try through.
So what's the plan? We take these guys out, steal their boat?
Definitely taking their boat. Them if they want to get in our way.
Hopefully it's a small crew.
Zach, how much glass would you say I've broken so far throughout this entire game playthrough?
Probably 50.
50. You think I've broken
Yeah.
50 windows and 50 glass?
Yeah.
I feel like I've broken more. Oh boy, I just broke 2 more. You watching how much like I've broken so far? Or are you still playing Fortnite?
This is wrecked.
Still playing Fortnite.
Because I've broken a lot of glass this episode. That's you guys here. I want you guys to post down in the comments, like how much glass you guys think I've broken. Oh, another card. What you got? You got? What's his name? What? Tatchagreed. I don't fucking know how to pronounce that name. I don't fucking know. I don't know how to pronounce that. What about, you think you would survive 10 days out in the Swiss Alps, up on the cliff of a mountain?
Got it. Come on.
This way, come on.
Zach, do you think you survive there? On the edge of a mountain up in the Swiss Alps for 10 days? Zach? And I don't mean just like, you know, like healthy, like, I mean like just, and also like, also mentally. Like imagine me and you trapped up on the mountains, a cliff side off of on the mountain up in the Swiss Alps for 10 days. You think you would mentally survive?
There's another thing you can do which really worked out for me, and I think it's the best thing you can do.
Like naturally, you know, like, and mentally.
It's got this nice offset, and to be honest, I'm not sure if this is the
What do you think, Zach?
But rather than buying one I'm just gonna
Probably
borrow
could
my
survive.
buddies, install it, see how it
Well,
feels,
mentally.
and go from there. I think that's the best way to do it. I'm not gonna end up owning something that
Do you think you'd
Probably not.
mentally survive?
Mentally.
And by mentally, I mean like, you know, without going crazy and, you know, and snapping at me.
Might go a little crazy, but not too crazy.
Well,
Oh.
you should watch these
Something
things
is
on
like-
YouTube. It's this thing, I can't remember what they're called, but it's the thing like I Shouldn't Be Alive, and it's these like real life stories, like true stories. Oh, I should probably stop talking here through a cutscene.
And solder in this 3000 ohm resistor in line
You do
for a
realize
series.
7 years ago.
I know. Trick me, but first, let's talk about
Wake
solder.
up.
It's really easy, and all you gotta have is the right stuff, which doesn't take that much. You need to have some flux, which we'll
Wake
put
up.
on to our little joint, and then that will clean the joint
Zach.
and suck the solder in
What?
all of our
Wake up.
copper strands. We've got 6040 rosin core fire solder here, which is what I like to use.
Mike up.
Solder and done.
Oh, never mind. Now the cutscene's over. Okay. So, there's these things like on YouTube, right? It's like true stories. It's like they're called like I Shouldn't Be Alive, and there's like multiple of them. And these like true stories of people who like who have survived the, you know, the most, you know, obscure, you know, places that like nobody should survive. Like 2 days in the Arizona desert, 10 days up in the Swiss Alps. This thing is like one of like 3 days in like the snowy, mountains of Alaska.
I don't care who they are. I just want them found.
Factory steering wheel slips onto and then it's bolted down onto, so that when you turn it doesn't just slip.
Crazy.
Most aftermarket steering wheel hub manufacturers will have a catalog on their website finding the right hub for your car with the right amount of splines and diameter for your steering shaft. However, that's not the only thing to be thinking about, because there are a couple different bolt patterns for different kinds of steering wheels. Probably the most common bolt pattern for aftermarket steering wheels is this one, called the Momo pattern.
Really
70
crazy.
millimeter circle, 6 bolts, so 6 by 70 millimeter bolt pattern, and the top bolt holes positioned at pocket center. Most aftermarket hubs will have this pattern. It's one of the universal, one of the most common patterns you'll come across. But then you've got Nardi and personal steering wheels by 74 millimeter pattern. In this case, this nice Works Bell hub has both. Ultimately, I'm probably going to buy a Nardi, so I'll still be able to use this hub, because I can also test this Momo with it. How nice is that? So when you're looking at hubs, you also need to take its length or its overall height into consideration for a couple reasons. For this Works Bell hub, there are 2 lengths offered.
Like out of all those things that I just said, like which one do you think you would most likely survive, and which ones do you think you probably most likely wouldn't survive?
All this is, your steering wheel is going to stick down. It's pretty simple. But the hub is only one
Probably
part of
the
the overall
mountains.
steering wheel depth equation. Lots of people run quick disconnects. So ultimately, if this setup
I would have to say
isn't
probably
deep enough
the
for me, I
desert.
can add a quick
This
disconnect.
this is hot
The
there.
other thing to consider when thinking your overall steering depth is the offset of your steering wheel. So this Momo wheel has an overall height of about 65 millimeters, and that's info that's usually listed, so you can check this stuff, and you can measure and make a pretty informed decision before you buy. So we're going to start just with these 2 pieces, no quick release, but if somehow I do need more depth, I can add one. There are these 2 little cutouts that match up with the box spring here on the Miata, so you want to make sure that they match up. And then we've got that little arrow there.
Oh, I just drowned.
Arrow out dead center, so we want to match that arrow up, or that upper hole, with that dot on our steering shaft as good as we can. And there's a decent chance that we're not going to be able to get it perfect, which is why I can afford doing climbing, because if you can't get it perfect, it's not necessarily your fault. There's just not always a spline exactly where you need one. And then you have to alignment to straighten your steering wheel. So that's the case if you really fix it. Alright, we're going to park this little Johnny down to 35 foot-pounds. There we go. That's all it takes. Hub's in place. Now all we got to do is attach our steering wheel. For that, we've got 6 footstools, 5
Yeah? What? I'll be right back.
Alright.
Cinch down. Well, look. I gotta go drive it, but I've got more room, that's for sure. The depth feels okay. I can still reach my stocks without much issue. Definitely got more room. Still not sure if it's enough. I gotta go drive it. It already feels so much better just turning it. God, it feels so much better. I can get on the brake, I can heel toe, I can rev match downshift because the wheel's not in my way. This thing is going to be so much more fun to drive out in the canyons and literally anywhere. It's already so much better. I'm so excited and glad that we did this. This is the thing you touch the most in the car. Make it what you want. Make it work for you, not against you. The thing was so in my way, that stock nasty wheel. But this makes the whole driving experience so much better. The only problem now is that we're a little off, which I expected. That's not a big deal. We can fix that. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I really did, because now we've got a new steering wheel in the Mummy Kit Miata, which it desperately needed. But check me next week. We're going to do a full alignment on the car in the garage, where we're going to stay. Drill without worrying. Budweiser barbecue ensures it's here. Make your claim today. You can earn PC Optimum points on mobile, right where you grocery shop. The mobile shop. If your stock brakes can clamp hard enough to do this, then what is the point of big brakes? So today, we're going to be installing this big brake kit on the Miata, and along the way, talk about what a big brake kit is even about and whether or not they're worth it. In most cases, probably not going to be worth it, but we'll talk about that later. I'm Zach, this is Money Pit. Let's slow down. 4 million subs. Thank you guys so much, but it's... He's hurting, boys and girls. Luckily, taking me out of commission. Look, I know y'all want an excuse to get big breaks, and I know you probably got a little scared when I said that they might not be worth it, but, you know, we gotta talk about it. Because obviously sometimes they are. So your OEM brakes are trying to stop your car during normal driving without making any noise, without making too much dust, while lasting a long time, and, well, costing relatively little to produce. So that's just to say that they're not very fancy. Not to say that they're not powerful, because basically all of you with a working vehicle can go get in it right now, go down the road, slam on the brakes, and lock up your front tires, which means that they're powerful enough. So the question is, why do they feel so bad? And the answer is, there could be a lot of answers. Could be as simple as having some air in your lines and you bleed out the air. Your fluid could just be old as well. Brake fluid's hygroscopic, which means it absorbs water, and water makes terrible brake fluid. So after a while, your brake fluid absorbs enough water that it needs to be changed. You should change it once a year. So if you haven't done that, do it, and use a good brake fluid. One that meets your OEM specs, or potentially exceeds. And probably most importantly, your brake pads. Different pads will have different characteristics. These brakes will feel differently depending on which kind of brake pad you're running. Let me show you what we're going to be running in our new kit. So these are the pads that we selected to run with the kit that we're installing in the Miata. These are a semi-metallic kind of pad, and that generally means that there's about 30 to 65% of the pad's compound is metal, and the rest is whatever they use to bind the metals together. There are also organic pads, but those tend to wear out a lot quicker and make dust and noise. And there are also what are probably overall the best pads, which are ceramics. They're great at dealing with heat, they're not very noisy, they last forever.
Alright, I'm back.
They are a little bit more expensive. So, Millwood's got this nice BP10 compound. That's what we're going to be normally running on the Miata, and then when we do a heavy track day, we'll swap into the track pads. We should take a look at Millwood's website so you can see what I'm talking about. You can see what you would look at if you were shopping for the pads. Okay, so here we've got the page for the pad that we've got here. And the peak temperature rating is 8 to 900 degrees Fahrenheit. We've got some specs, and then we've got performance characteristics. Medium friction, smooth engagement, low abrasion on iron rotors, so that means that it's not just going to chew through your rotors. So it sounds like a pretty tame, daily pad that isn't going to crush through our rotors and isn't going to be noisy or hard to get temperature. It has great friction at low temperatures, and it starts to fall off around 900 degrees. The issue can be that a pad that can deal with higher temperatures sometimes isn't as effective at lower temperatures. So that's one of the reasons you won't run the most aggressive pad you can, because sometimes you gotta get those pads at temperature. It's scary to press the brake pedal.
The transporter's here! Light her up!
So this is a good temperature range for our daily pad. And then we'll probably use one of these pads that allows us to get a little hotter for a track. So if you're shopping for pads, spend some time on pages like this, do some research, understand what the differences are, and understand what you're doing. So our brake rotor upgrade is this Millwood 2-piece rotor that came in the kit from Flying Out because it was the best rotor they could find. So these rotors are a 2-piece. I still have to put them together, and that's great because obviously we get strong iron ring, but then we get to save some weight by using aluminum for the center. So we'll put these together. It should look pretty awesome too. Let's talk about the design, because there are some different rotor designs. If you're out there cropping, you've probably seen cross-drilled and slotted rotors. Drilled rotors aim to increase cooling of the rotor by increasing airflow. And they can look cool, and they can do their job in terms of cooling. The problem is, in practice, most drilled brake rotors that I see in real life end up cracking. I'm not a big fan of drilled rotors. But if you're gonna go with drilled rotors, you gotta spend the big bucks to get the good stuff. Slotted rotors don't really come with any downside, but their job is a little bit different. They don't intend to cool the rotor, they intend to basically clean the brake pad. So these slots wipe clean the surface of the brake pad from the debris and gas and dust and buildup to try to keep the pad, the rotor contact, pure and clean in the brakes. As close as possible be. But neither of those things are too terribly important, drilled or slotted rotors. The real important part is that you get a nice quality material that can withstand the brake pads and won't warp. Alright, so let's say you've done all these things. You've done braided stainless brake lines, you've done really nice pads and rotors. Well, your brakes probably feel pretty good. However, if you're really out there driving, you're doing hard track days, road racing, or really pushing in canyons and pushing a lot of heat into your brakes, that still might not be enough. You still might be overheating the brakes. And that's really what it all boils down to. So that's why I got all of this. I got a 4-wheel big brake kit from Flying Miata, and I am psyched. This thing is going to be sick. It's got Wilwood calipers with all 4 corners. Of course, they're red, so they're going to look awesome. It's anodized purple brackets. I love purple anodized stuff. It's just fat. So we've got our red calipers, our purple brackets. We got 2-piece rotors. We got some nice daily pads. We got stainless lines.
Move it! She's empty!
Portion valve to control how much power goes to the front and the rear, respectively.
Don't let her escape!
Honestly, this is just going to be fantastic. Okay, this is the other thing. Big brakes, even if you don't need them, are sweet. You know when you see a car with a big brake kit, you know that guy knows. So, hopefully these big fat rotors and pretty sweet pads. Holy shit! Good Lord, I feel like I've been talking all morning. Why don't we just go over there and start this? Anytime you're getting new rotors, whether they're performance rotors or just OEM replacements, they'll be shipped with a light coating of oil on them to keep it from corroding. You gotta clean that off. So as you can see, the new brakes aren't way bigger, and honestly, they feel like they weigh about the same, because this is a 2-piece with aluminum. The point of this is that you don't want to add a bunch of unsprung weight to your car. That can just make it handle a lot worse, make it accelerate slower, and make it feel a lot worse. And that's not what we want. Yeah, obviously. So I don't want to compromise. I want the best of both worlds. I want a lot of braking. I want a lot of heat capacity in my brakes, but I don't want them to weigh a bunch. So that's why this is such a good kit. It's the right size. It's not overkill. It's the correct fit. You know what I mean?
Yes to fresh with Mentos.
Alright, the caliper bracket fits, everything looks good. There's no clearance issues or anything like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and put some Loctite on the bolts, on the back end, tighten it down. We'll put the rotor and caliper in place, put the line up, and then this corner is pretty much done, aside from bleeding, but that's like it. Alright, we're ready to put our caliper on. I've got my hardware here. The most important thing here is the use of the good shims. So the idea is that when we mount the caliper, we want to make sure that the caliper in this way is centered, that the rotor is centered inside the caliper. So it's recommended to start with 2 shims, but you always got to check and go through that right. So we'll measure and make these things nice and centered up. Ooh, it looks pretty centered.
You know you don't have to be quiet when I'm quiet, Zach.
Casting line on the spacer in the caliper that I can just kind of line up with the center of the trip. It looks like it falls dead on it. I mean, I'll measure it. I'm going to just be by my eyeball. So we've got a nice new stainless brake lines. They're awesome. They won't flex under pressure, and they should last a long time, as long as we route them. When you do install a set of these, you have to make sure that they don't rub anything throughout the steering swing or throughout the through the rubbing, they will cut through. Make sure they're not rubbing. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and drop our new pads into these rotors, and in doing so, I'll show you how easy it is to change pads on these, so you can see just how realistic it is to actually have track day pads and even weekend pads, and then Tuesday pads, whatever it is. Put a little bit of grease on the back of my pads where the pistons hit them, just to make sure things stay nice and tight. Okay, pads is going to drop down in, like so. Obviously, friction material facing the rotor on both sides.
Anyone here? Anybody fucking
That was
find her?
good. And another thing to look for is your like wheel weights. You stick on wheel weights. You clip your caliper so you can spin. Ours are closed. That's going to be just fine in terms of the caliper. I'm going to get right on. Sometimes the rotors will be kind of corroded in place. When that's the case, big hammer will be a But before you go slam a hammer on a car that's on jack stands, you gotta make sure. Hey. Everything on the rear is pretty much the same as the front, although some of it looks a little different. But we're just taking off the calipers, taking off the rotor, remove the heat shield, and work the trigger shield bracket. Although we are going to have to install parking brakes, that'll be different. So the back rotors on the rear actually are solid. Usually the rear brakes do a lot less of the work on the car than the front brakes. And on the Miata, that's especially true. People say that the rear brakes basically do nothing. And that's a big reason that Flying Miata includes that proportion valve that we installed. That'll allow me to control the bias, control how much braking goes to the rear. Beautiful line routing. Yeah. Our wheel shouldn't make any contact with the brake line. We don't need to worry about the rear wheel steering. We do need to worry about suspension a little bit. So, cool. Alright, so the game plan for the parking brake is to get the stock parking brake cable out.
Taking the
cable will come up and it'll kind of follow the original cable's routing. It'll get to the caliper and have to follow a little lever on it. So it just kind of screws. Sounds like it's not going to be the best parking brake, but technically be a parking brake. And I can't wait for the day. You know, it's not that I don't like working.
Okay.
But sure would be nice. Yeah. Okay, so the cables are finally attached to the balance bar, which was a bit of a battle. I will not lie. But that was won. They are on. Now the thing is left to route them out of the chassis. And I'm telling you. I was back at it. What a beautiful day. We don't have that much left to do, so we of course, I'm here. I have to take the back off to install the parking brake arms. I guess I would have should have done those instructions. But at times like these, I'm reminded of my motto, the old joke motto. It's not done twice, it's not done right. So, just might as well just do it again. Brake cable's completely hung, and our parking brake's installed into the caliper. It's basically just two arms and this cable. When you pull the handle, pulls these two arms together, and add one another to stop it from spinning. So it should be pretty simple. It should work okay. The big question is whether or not we install the wheel. Oh yeah, baby. It's close, but it's going to be just fine. Now we can go do the same thing to the other side. Alright, so yesterday to help me get the parking brake installed, I loosened the adjustment brake. There's just a nut with a slot in the top. I didn't loosen it. I loosened the cable for the e-brake. Not bad. We'll call that an adjustment for now. We might need to fine tune it once we get the back on the ground.
Yes, Kitty.
Wheels back on. And then, we got the forcing valve. Leave this thing and go drag it. So by installing this valve, I'll be able to control how much power goes to the brake. I'll be able to make them do a lot more work. It should help me out.
What?
What?
What, did you return his card? No?
Kidding me?
And this is the worst boat ever. You know that when your engine cuts out like that. Here's where that thing I was talking about, how I know where the bloaters, the shamblers come before the bloaters. Okay. If any wolves read this, and the others, the rumors are true. There are new infected out there. Looks like something made it halfway to a bloater and took an ugly turn. An ugly turn. Ugly motherfucker. Maybe all the rain around here caused a mutation. No idea. It was slow, so I put it down easy. But when I went to check it out, all these puslets, whatever the fuck that word is, I don't know, on it exploded, while whole right side of my body is burnt. Some kind of acid. If you see one of these things shambling towards you, stay back. I'm guessing that's how they got their name, the Shambler. But see, that's why I say that it came before, but it's just, it happened so, the virus spread so quickly in the first game, you didn't see them. But then also, like they said, it could be a mutation, so even if that, it's probably a rare occurrence, like rare for you to become a Shambler, because like they said, it may be a mutation, you know, which makes it halfway to a bloater. Hope I'm going the right way. I don't really much remember, because it has been a while since I played this game. So maybe only beat it like 2 times. I'm pretty sure, right? 2 times? Yeah, 2 times before I actually did this on some. Well, fully. 2 times fully.
Not too easy.
Now guys, here's where I would want to live if the zombie apocalypse would happen. A place like this. Because I would, you know, make electricity, I would, you know, put up electricity back on, you know, with like a generator, obviously. You know, because then, guys, I wouldn't have to live without my video games. I would have to live without these video games that I play now. But like, hey, I would have video games for like, you know, forever, guys. Because if you guys know me, video games, they're kind of, you know, my life. And without them, I may look like I'm fine. But I'm freaking out. You guys don't know that. You guys don't, this is an arcade. It's like games, you know, galore. It'd be games galore for me. Basically, technically, be like paradise for me, honestly. Be paradise right here, boys. Cause look at them. Look at all these games that I have to play. Like, out of all these crap of games, I mean, that's one thing I liked about the well, you didn't actually exactly play them, but like you was like kind of able to play them. You know what I mean? Like it was more like in the Left Behind, if you guys remember, it was kind of like more like ooh, here's another reference to Jak and Daxter. This is that. Well, this is that game from not obviously not the exact same one, but it's the same game from you know, Left Behind, from the first game. But yeah, it's another reference to Jak and Daxter. Jak X Racing, something racing. I don't know. Oh, but there's one I would love. Look, Dino Escape Crash. I'm guessing it's supposed to be like a reference to Crash Bandicoot, probably. But I don't know. But it's a dinosaur game, so I would know I would like it because it's dinosaurs, and I like dinosaurs. And yes, I have to say it like that, dinosaurs. Boy, is the turning, boys, a savage starlight. Yeah, this is where I would want to live, guys, if the apocalypse ever happened. I would want to live here, like in an arcade. And I would make sure that there's electricity. So then I can play them games. And there's a second bloater. Now, I'm not exactly equipped for this thing, but wow, I actually took that thing out on first try. Wow. And that's not easy to do with those things, with bloaters in this game, I'll tell you that. Also, guys, and if it was this type of, like, you know, arcade, I would make sure that the place isn't, like, you know, infested with the parasites, because then that would be pointless. But yeah, because look at all these games are just ruined, and none all those games that ruined. Like, come on! No, he broke. What was it called? I can't remember. What was it again? Dino something. Ah, here it is. Dino Escape Crash. No. My Dino Escape. No! Not Dino Escape! Can I break this glass? I mean, I can kind of break it. I can smash it, but like, I can shatter it, but I can't exactly break it. Yeah, no, I think I prefer a machete over a wooden stick. Piece of wood. I'm not stupid. Like, obviously, I would choose the machete over a piece of wood.
Hello.
You just came across a bloater. You missed it. I was also talking about how if the zombie apocalypse ever did happen, Zach, you want to know a place I would definitely go to live?
Where?
Zach? An arcade. And I would make sure it has power. You know what I mean, Zach? Because then I would have, you know, games, you know, forever. I would have, you know, games forever, boys. I have games. It would be gaming power. Stay, boy. Even during the zombie apocalypse, I could play video games. And that would be my dream right there, boys. Where do you think you would try to, you know, survive out your days, Zach, in the zombie apocalypse? Ooh, we got another one. Another hero card. Who do we got? We got Kazaha, I don't know, something bright. Oh, there's even an internet cafe in this arcade? Yeah, it looks like somebody was trying to live here because there's a freaking TV. I don't understand why there'd be a TV in an arcade. That's the thing I don't understand about the arcades in GTA, Zach, is like how we have like there wouldn't be a TV, well, like at least not that type of TV, like, you know, in an arcade. And yeah, there are TVs, but the bar areas that have now. That's the thing. Most things these days, Zach, seem to have bars. Don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't really care for them. Because I don't drink, even though I'm legally, you know, able to. So don't worry, guys. I may be legally, you know, old enough to, but I don't. I don't do it. And I don't plan on starting to do it.
Finally. There. Okay.
This is where would you live in the zombie apocalypse? Zach.
I don't know.
Well, a good way to think about it is like think of something you know like you can't like not like like, I mean like naturally but like physically you can't live without.
I don't know. I don't know, because most of the places would be bad. Because people would go there and there'd be lots of trouble. So, probably best just to stay here in your house.
Yeah, but like I mean like I know that, but like if it comes to the point where like you know you can't anymore. Okay, this glass is unbreakable. Even though it's clearly broken, for some reason, it's unbreakable. It doesn't make any sense. Now, it's sad that this place isn't full of fish, because this would just be, like, you know... I mean, yeah, it's still amazing, but, like, it would be just as amazing as the... you know, the museum. But it's kind of a good thing though that they're not, you know, that there aren't any fish here anymore. Because think of it, if there were, they eventually would all die because the sharks would start eating the, you know, like all the meat carnivore, you know, like ones would start eating the other fish, and eventually they would run out of other fish to eat, and then they would die, and you know, and those other fish wouldn't have anything to eat because they would eventually eat all the kelp. So it's kind of a good thing that... Okay, where the heck am I supposed to... So it's kind of a good thing that they're not... you know, here anymore. Oh, shush, Ruby. Wait, was I not supposed to come down? No, I'm pretty sure I was. Why else would that window be broken like that? Oh! Right. Supposed to go through this tank that the glass is gone off of.
What is all this stuff?
Oh, this is a cool, like, look, this is like the inside tank, but like half of it, it's like almost like half full, half empty now. Like, look, this is what it's like inside of one of these things. Like, this is all, like, this is all like fake. Like, I'm guessing there probably is some like actual real, you know, plant life in those, just so that the fish have something to eat. Because I don't think they actually like, feed their actual fish at the aquarium actual fish food. Like, but then what do I know? I mean, I don't know what they feed them at a fish that, you know, I mean, I know they feed the, you know, the meat eaters like dead fish. I know that, but like I don't know what they feed all the other fish, like, you know, the plant eating fish. Mainly because, you know, I don't work in an aquarium. I mean, it would be cool to work at one, but I mean, there's not really any around me that I could look at, so that's kind of out of the question, you know what I mean? I should say kind of out of the picture. So... Now where do I go from here? Oh. Up into the vents. Which I would honestly not do in real life. Like, I would never climb through the vents. Thank you. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
Zach?
I know.
Because these things are not made to support your weight. See, actually how it's not meant to support your weight. At this point, they have forced you to kill this dog, like, you know. So, even if you don't want to kill a dog, like, you guys actually have to kill this dog. You have no choice.
Stupid dog. God. Fuck happened here?
That, guys, we will find out later on. Maybe in this episode, maybe in another episode. I don't know. Because I want to try to make this as long as I can. Because, you know, with me going on vacation here soon, you know. But if I can, that is. I'm not making any promises. Like I said, I'll try to make it as long as I can. But let's see how it works out. We'll see how everything pans out. Okay, shh.
People don't come back from their island.
How does Abby risk her life for you?
She chose this. I'm not fucking going there.
Then don't! Go back.
Fuck you. Hands up.
Where's Abby?
You're that girl from Jackson.
Tell me where she went.
How do we know you won't kill us?
Give her what she wants and we're dead.
You guys can survive this. I just met her.
Bullshit.
Come here.
Fucking get over here.
Point to where she is on this map. And then you better fucking match up.
Oh, this seems familiar.
What are you doing?
She's probably dead anyway.
It is not worth it.
Stop.
We can talk
Back
about
the fuck up.
Point to where she is.
Fucking Christ!
Alright, you can talk now. For a sec. Because I was jamming a button.
Alright.
I'm not putting my mic up, but just trying to be quiet.
Tell me where Abby is.
Oh, they didn't make that just part of the cutscene, but they didn't. They wanted you to jam the button, mash a button there, only for just another cutscene to happen right after it. Dun dun dun. She was pregnant. Ellie just killed a pregnant woman.
Hey. Hey. It's all right. Come on, let's go. Let's go. It's all right.
Remember, right? This is a pretty long cutscene here. So I'm just gonna pause this for a second so I can check the time. 5:52. Okay. And my controller's nearly almost dead. My tablet's charging now. Okay, well, I think after this cutscene, we'll end it. My tablet's only at 7% and my controller's at 2%. So. Oh, alright. Well, I guess it wasn't as long. I thought it was. Let's just go to see Tommy. I think I'm supposed to go see Tommy now. I don't know. I can't remember. Because a lot of this times, like, it leaps back to, like, points that you've already seen. Because, like, both of these times, like, both of them are, like, supposed to happen, like, at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so, okay. I think this is, yeah, right? Yeah, okay. Pretty sure, I don't know. Let's see, are they here? Okay, so this is the cutscene, so yeah, alright. I'll watch this one too, I guess.
Needed some air. What are you guys doing up?
Couldn't sleep.
Come take a look at this. Thought is to head home via Ellensburg.
We're in Falls City by tomorrow. We're doing good. Hey. They got what they deserve.
But she gets to live.
Yeah. Is that okay?
No, that's not.
It has to be.
I'm really not looking forward to going through Idaho again.
What you should be worried about is what Maria's gonna do to you when we get home.
We've been through worse. However, when I was passing through some ritzy section of town, come across this necklace. It sparkles a lot. I think it's real gold.
You think it's real gold?
It's real gold.
Let's see it.
I know what gold looks like.
If it's legit, can we say it's from all of us?
Find your own damn bribes.
Hey, at least this game isn't like heavy, cutscene heavy like the Kingdom Hearts games, right, Zach?
Fine.
Guys, just wait until I get doing those games. Oh boy,
Fine.
I'm gonna be saying cutscene a lot. Like, see what's going on. So, yep.
Thanks for coming back for me.
My friend's problems are my problems.
Mm-hmm.
You're such a sap.
All right. My friends can't get out of their own damn way.
It's better.
Yep, this is how I was thinking about it. It's one of those parts. It's supposed to. Two of these parts are supposed to take place like at the same time.
Jesse, stand up. Hands in the air. I shoot this one too.
Don't you do it, Ellie.
Yeah?
Stand up now.
Fucking there!
Shut the fuck up.
Here's a part that was the cutscene was seeing again that we've already seen, but from a different point of view.
Stop.
Just in case of the gameplay here, I'm just gonna pause here for a second. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, let's continue. And now my tablet is at 6. And what is my... Still 2.
Toss your weapon. I know why you killed Joel. He did what he did to save me. There is no cure because of me. I am the one that you want. Just let him go. You killed my friends. We let you both live. And you wasted it.
Dun dun dun. So I think I've seen that cutscene before, I don't know.
Dad!
No fucking gameplay.
Dad!
Soon. Alright. I said we were going to end it after the cutscenes. And that's after the cutscenes. So yeah, we're going to end it here. And remember guys, there won't be another episode until I get back in a few weeks. because I'll be, going on vacation here soon in a few days. So until I get back, there won't be any new episodes. So this is the last episode for now. So yeah, until then, I guess I'll see you guys then. So yeah, say Zach.
No, I don't have anything to say.
No? Well, I guess we'll see you guys next time. Until then, bye-bye.